All right, well, hi there, Pisces. Long time no see. My name's Sean. Welcome to this new channel, this Piscean perspective. I'm pretty happy and thrilled about that name. Anyway, so guess what? We don't have to no longer make videos in the hotel room, so I don't have to worry about, people renting rooms next to me anymore. Last night I moved into a new place and it was like right behind the hotel I was staying at. So now hopefully with videos, I can actually get them out consistently now and hopefully do, I like to sometimes bunch some of them together, but I generally would like to do at least Monday through Friday, a daily reading for basically anybody that has Pisces in their chart. You could have a Pisces sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or there could be multiple other chances that you have Pisces in your chart, or maybe you're just drawn to this video, or maybe you're kind of an empath and you could be drawn to the video for that. Maybe you're cross-watching for another Pisces because you're maybe madly in love with one of them or something, and you really want to understand them better. So, I can't think of a better way to really understand somebody than listening to tarot readings on YouTube. Um, a lot of times readers, to me, they really say the right kind of words, things that I really couldn't get anywhere else, and nowhere I could get from a therapist or a counselor or, you know, any kind of person that is required to try to give you advice instead of actually just wanting to give you advice. I don't know what it is about the readers, but they a lot of times always will say just the right things. So I wanted to kind of show you a little bit of my setup here. So yeah, I moved into a new place and it's a really big house, and the room is fairly big, and my setup here, got some of the cards that I was wanting to use, and I know that's not like the greatest background or whatever, but the plan is try to find some green screen, some lime green or even light blue, and put it over top of this, and maybe have green screen behind me as well. And that way you'll be able to see your cards floating over top of your star sign or a really cool Pisces fish or just whatever I want to put them on top of. So something that no one else is really doing. So it took a while for this to come in, but I finally got this, and I love it. This helps me like raise my vibration just hearing the frequencies. These notes don't really work very good though. I don't know. I'm getting better at it. So they have a little book that comes with it too, and you can learn to play the songs. I actually haven't tried to learn any of the songs just yet, but little book that comes with it. Anyway, so I thought, some people like to play the singing bells. Well, I don't really have a singing bowl or any other things, so that's kind of like I said, it helps me get into a very positive mood. So, all right, so I'm just a little nervous about doing readings on YouTube because I really wanted to get really good at it, and I think after like 6 years, I've kind of gotten a pretty good grasp on it. I don't really read reversals. I could, but I would probably need to kind of look them up a little bit. Generally, a reversal is like the exact opposite of the meaning of the upright card. And so I don't really read reversals, but we're going to go ahead and see what's going on from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of May, whether it be the 21st, 2nd, and 3rd. And so I don't really like always looking into the future, guys. Sometimes, well, if you're a Pisces especially, we've all been going through some pretty tough energies, like that's for sure. And you know, things get slightly better, and then it looks like things are gonna be really good, and then, or that like you're gonna get this major wish come true, and then it's just another week of not good. And just Pisces have had it pretty rough the last couple of years, especially, and just a lot of, I don't know, what I consider to be somewhat unfair circumstances that we have. And you know, I don't really know what the answer is, but I think things are finally moving in a better direction here. So I know that for me personally, having a place to live is significantly better than paying for a hotel room every single day. And I took a major leap to move into a whole new state about 4 months ago. And I don't know if any of you guys made your leaps of faith, because we all really was having a message for what, like over a year straight about making a move. And so don't know if you made your leap of faith, but it's not been easy. You know, it's not easy, but it's been working out so far. All right, so Pisces, let's just see what we have with the regular tarot cards, and I'm going to pull a few from the oracle cards as well. So I'm trying to keep my voice down slightly, but the good news is I can make video content in multiple places around here. There's plenty of places to go where I don't have to keep my voice down necessarily, but you know, they didn't seem to hear me last night when I was live streaming. So if you ever want to see me do music, I do live stream on an app called Star Maker, and my name on there is Magic Musician. That's magic with a CK though. So MAGICK MUSICIAN. All right, so let's see what the weekend looks like. Here we go. Universe, what's the messages for Pisces for the next 3 days? Messages that you have for Pisces for the next 3 days. Universe, what messages do you have for Pisces the next 3 days? I kind of pull mine out a little weird sometimes. Just whatever is kind of telling me at the moment. I'm going to do 3 more cards. Whoop, that one went flying. Okay, that one too. Well, all right, and that one let me come out too. Oh, okay. Well, oh wow, damn. The last 3 cards that we got, I mean, I don't know, looking like the power couple here. Looking like, well, most likely it's going to be like a love connection. I don't know, but that is a perfect representation of 2 powerful business partners, 2 leaders, 2 people just on the same page and that are able to just kick some ass in life. Could be love. Generally, the Page of Wands is representative of just newfound passion and new ideas. And I don't know, let's go for the first 3 cards though first here, okay? And I don't know which you guys like better. Why don't you tell me in the comments though? But I was generally going to actually look at you and just show you the cards up in the screen. So you like my lights here? Anyway, I've got some really cool oracle card decks. I'll show you the decks here in just a minute. All right. So I just drew 3 cards for each day. Okay. I know some people do like the Celtic crosses, and I am trying to get more of a organized type of reading, and maybe I'll do the Celtic cross or something, but generally I just kind of pull cards and don't really have, like, you know, what obtains to hopes and fears and, you know, all the different ones in the Celtic cross. I don't even know, but there's different layouts in the book and stuff. And yeah, you know, sometimes I follow different layouts, but for now I just drew 3 for each day. So our first 3 cards, and this may not just be for the day, this could just be the overall energy. I mean, I'm really liking the last set, and the first one I'm also liking. So Okay, so we got the Four of Cups, then the Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles, which I definitely need the King of Pentacles in my life. It looks like we're trying to work hard on something that we're, I'm going to work every day. We're trying to work hard on something. We're trying to make this King of Pentacles happen, because how many times have we been listening to readings on here that I keep saying we're going to have all this abundance and we're supposed to make lots of money, or, get a really big opportunity overnight, or we've gotten those messages quite a bit where like a wish is supposed to be getting granted. But, we could be like, we're working on our projects here. We're trying to be this King of Pentacles here. This is what we're aiming towards, and why we're working so hard, because this is possible. But at the same time, we're missing something. And I don't know, it could be a person, it could be a situation in your life, a circumstance, something you've decided to let go of, something that really was once very tasty. And, we have 3 full cups of stuff, good stuff sitting there still. We still have things to be grateful for. And if we do put the work in, we will get the financial recognition, abundance at least. We will get to that point, but we still miss that one thing. I don't know. I got an idea of what it is for me. A couple ideas anyway. But, we see that there, 3 cups there, and I don't know, is that her phone sitting on the ground there? Like, not even looking at her phone. Like, I thought this Witch's Tarot deck was going to be guys and girls being represented, but it's all just female, Men can be witches too. So there's no guys in this deck, but that's okay. But not even looking at a phone, which is unusual. Like, you're just so fucking kind of just a little bit upset, bitter, sad, angry, mad, depressed. You see the good things you got, but at the same time, you're just like, well, not even looking at your phone though. You're just like really, really mad. Or you know what? We are being offered something new, I think, to replace. I kind of mixed up the description there, but we actually are being offered something to add to make it the 4 cups, and it's trying to replace what we lost. And so I kind of feel like from this, and I'm really just trying to like go off of what I see for myself here and for you guys too. But obviously we're hopefully in a place where we can actually start doing our creative work and the stuff that we want to do, and become entrepreneurs, or have a side hustle, side business, or just make extra money at work, or have better tips on your tables. But this is saying that, that it's all possible. And the next set of cards, we got 7 of Pentacles. So we're working, but we're also kind of going backwards at the same time. But it's going to be a process to make it grow. It's going to take time. It's going to take consistency. It's going to take me making videos and quit letting other circumstances in my own life deter me from doing the things I want to do. It just takes a lot of consistency, regular work. Sometimes you won't see a lot of progress. It might just be a little bit at a time. And, we also have the Tower, though. I hate this card. I really do. Right now, I'm just mad at it because I've seen this damn card so many times lately, and I don't really understand it. And I'm not saying that this is like Saturday's energy, but it is the only major arcana in the middle row here. And this one's kind of brutal. It really is. It is a little brutal. I don't know why they depicted the image so graphically, but you see, someone's impaled on the spike there. And that tower's really blowing up with lightning. But I see, even the crown that's coming off the top of it. But with it, we have the 7 of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So if we kind of stick up for our truth and just believe in ourselves, believe in our ideas, and believe in our ability to communicate. I have Gemini heavily in my chart. So Saturday could be a little bit of an iffy day. I'm not going to lie. Could or it couldn't be. It just depends. I think that whatever we've been doing, there's just things that we need to change. There's just things we need to change right now. There's things that are not easy to be changed. Things that are just really uncomfortable, and or maybe it's changes to your health, maybe it's changes to your work ethic, maybe it's changes to your attitude, your personality, your changes to up leveling your confidence, trying to talk more and find yourself without. We've kind of relied on crutches quite a bit before, and that could be a relationship, that could be food, that could be drugs and alcohol, that could be any kind of negative bad habit. It could, anything. And Pisces are pretty notorious for having some type of, negative habit. And it's like, I don't know if we'll ever completely get rid of all of our negative habits. There's not, because I don't know, you get rid of everything or you try to completely change everything, and you're not going to be very happy. You need to take your time with it and try to have some kind of balance. But I don't think that there are anything. Choices are not mistakes or good deeds. Everything's just a reaction to an action that you make. So I don't really consider, what most people, and most people only make you think something's a mistake because they tell you that it is. And then you only feel shame and guilt half the time because of what other people would think about what you're doing. So a lot of times, all the negative stuff that flows with making what some may call a bad decision, you only get a lot of the negativity from it because you're letting other people give you that negativity. Sometimes to embrace your dark side is not always a bad thing. You just have to have some kind of balance. But at the same time, we will make excuses for things that are easy and that come and feel good or make us feel better. And even the more toxic it can be, the more we'll make an exception for it. And so I want to just go ahead and read. These are really short descriptions, but I wanted to at least read from the book what it says. So I think I know the cards pretty well, but the Four of Cups, though. So it's a life is full of disappointments, imperfections, and unhappiness. You might be feeling super cynical lately, like nothing ever goes your way and the cards are stacked against you, but the negativity isn't going to get you anywhere, and dwelling too long on regrets or failures isn't healthy. If you just change your outlook, start saying yes instead of the no to the world, you will find that there is support and beautiful things waiting. And then you got the Eight of Pentacles that was with that card. There can be no success without hard work. Whether you got an important deadline, a project you've been procrastinating on, or you're looking to improve your situation, it's time to buckle down and get to it. It can feel like a slog, sure, but it'll definitely be worth all the time and energy. The proud feeling when you're finally done will be absolutely amazing. Promise. And then the King of Pentacles has all they ever wished for and fought for, and all their material dreams have come to fruition. Though they have so much, they are not miserly, but instead trusting and extremely generous. They love to see others succeed as they have, and will definitely be willing to lend a helping hand if needed. If you are the king, don't be stingy with your time and money. Donate your skills, wisdom, and possibly money. You'll feel truly fulfilled after spending the time to help others. But this could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, possibly. We have the power couple coming up. So you could have a Taurus, Virgo, a Capricorn, and I'm also seeing an air sign here. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So seems like Friday might have a King of Pentacles that comes into play. Maybe somebody that will, I don't know, donate money or financially just help us out or something. Some money could come in tomorrow, basically. If we just keep working on our projects, somehow it could lead to that King of Pentacles. But of course, and I've felt this way too. This depression and this bitter and this uncomfortable resentment that I know I've been going through, it definitely keeps you feeling stuck. It's going to keep you stuck. You're not going to really move very forward. So focus on the work right now. If you focus on the work, maybe you'll make this connection. This could be a business connection, could be a connection at work, at your job, could be a connection that you meet online. So I'm going to read the Seven of Pentacles, the next 3 cards here. So it's time to do a much needed break. Step away from whatever project you've been nurturing and take some time to relax. Maybe everything's going perfectly and you can see the rewards on the horizon, or maybe you're stuck and unsure what to do next. Either way, some time away will give you a fresh new perspective when you come back. And also with that being with the Tower, I'm saying Saturday, well, just be prepared. You know, but we've been dealing with this Tower energy for like the last week and a half. So it's like, I feel like I've kind of went through hopefully the Tower moment of the, of the month or something. Well, I'm sure we'll have another one before too long. Yeah, definitely Tower card, you know, it's like, well, that's great. Things can be destroyed to be rebuilt again, maybe even better. But how many times do we have to let things fall to the wayside and let them be destroyed, you know? To rebuild it as what? Just to get another tower again? I mean, you know? Absolute disaster struck. We built and cared for the tower when its golden and bejeweled crown, and now we are thrown violently from it. Fire rains down, dark storm clouds gather ominously, and we are in absolute despair as the tower crumbles. There is nothing we can do as we watch its destruction, and the pain of the sharp rocks below is unavoidable. Sudden, massive, and probably painful change is on the horizon. Tower is undoubtedly one of the most violent cards, but it doesn't have to completely destroy you. You might face the end of a relationship or a job. Bridges may burn, or a friendship may go up in flames. But from the ashes of Phoenix, tragedy can help us grow stronger and really illuminate what's truly valuable to us. Feel your pain, don't ignore it, and you can learn from it. Pain is just another necessary element in living a life. But hopefully this air sign will come in and make the ending of Saturday much easier for us. I'm going to pull some oracle cards too. I may just sometimes do all oracle cards because they're fun and they have better descriptions and they're a little bit more positive than the regular Rider-Waite tarot deck is. Okay. I really kind of decided to do this reading out of nowhere, like really quickly, so I didn't really prepare as much as I will try to do in the future. So the page is full of wild energy and drive. She's relentless in her action, does not sit still for long. She never runs out of crazy things to do or say. A true idealist, she can be a little exhausting in her youthful determination. If the page is you, dive headfirst into your wild schemes and plans and find those who will support you in your crazy ideas. I don't know. It was the 3rd card to Saturday. I've had plenty of air signs around me in my life, but I don't know. I don't really know what to really say about Saturday. I don't really like it when we see hard days that come around, but we'll see if this is actually legit here, and we'll see what it has to say. I actually might just pull a couple clarification cards from the other deck just to see what they say. So Sunday, Page of Wands, which could be a fire sign. These are all pages. All 3 of these are all the yeah, well, there's a king, but these 2 pages here. Passion and truth and communication. And just kind of being a little naive and a little dumb and not really sure. But on Sunday with it comes the Empress and the Emperor. And when I see those 2 together, and especially on the same day, well, there's hopefully a really magical connection that's coming in. So just the Emperor, though. You know, protect yourself if you need to. Don't allow others to walk all over you. Don't be afraid to stand up, take charge, and force change. Logic and reason may be the best approach for a particular problem, and by creating some stability in your life, you may be able to release some anxiety. Don't lose touch with your compassion, though. Stubbornness and stoicism will not always be the best answer. But this is like the boss of the deck. I mean, this is the top card and as far as royalty goes, and it doesn't have much more power than this. And I don't think anybody will be able to stand against you. But whatever's coming in with the Empress, I mean, I just like they both flew out And these two actually flew out too of the deck. So the Empress, love is everything. The Empress is feeling herself. This benevolent goddess is alive and truly connected to the world and others through passion and pure emotions. The Empress is empowered by her love and sexuality, and her energy flows through everything around her. She gives life to the lush vegetation and receives life from the powerful river. She welcomes pleasure and feelings and fills each moment with ecstasy. Think less, feel more. Embrace self-love and use that self-love to build stronger and more profound connections with family, friends, or lovers. Be fulfilled by your social circles of those who love you. Drink from the cup of love. Allow it to nourish and warm you. Through love, you can find deep meaning and fulfillment. Love, love, love. It's all here for you. Let it be in. And I'm also going to read the Page of Wands here, just to kind of get a... Page is always bursting with new ideas, new things to do, new things to learn and study. She or he wants it all, but doesn't quite yet have the maturity to focus on following through with her fleeting passions. Everything's possible, and it's exciting as the Page is you, and you're in the experimental stage. So try everything and follow your whims. Eventually, you'll find something that does click. I mean, how many of us probably are thinking of ideas and things we want to do, but we get in a stuck energy that you just sometimes don't know how to make a decision, don't know how to move forward, or you just don't know what to spend your time on, and you don't want to waste your time on something that's not very fruitful. So you just never really know exactly where to invest yourself, If I pull a couple of these clarification cards, I wonder what will show up. I'm not going to look too heavily into them, though. What I thought about doing, let me know in the comments if you guys think this is okay. I thought about some clarification on Friday here. Clarification on Friday. Clarification for Saturday, please. And Sunday. I thought about pulling your cards, pausing the video, meditating on it, kind of making sure that I go ahead and just look up whatever I need to look up. I don't know the cards as detailed as some of these readers do. My thing is here, I want you to watch the channel to try to give you a perspective of, well, I'm like the spitting image of what a Pisces is. And I listen to a lot of the other readers, so sometimes I like to just talk about what a lot of the readers... This is so weird, man. Oh, shit. What a lot of the readers say. So I usually listen to readings and then I'll just kind of combine it with, damn, man, this is tripping me out. Okay. But I'll try to combine what they say and then I'll just put it with what I'm saying, and I can at least try to relate with my own situation. And, I talk a little bit about my own life and circumstances, and this is really just a safe place to kind of spiritually enlighten yourself and talk about this kind of stuff. That way, my regular channel, Passion Prime Philosophy, is more of just like a vlog and talk about really just deep thought-provoking things in my own life and everything. So, okay. So the first day we had Death card and the Sun card come out for Friday. And it sounds like Friday could be a really good day. I mean, if you're looking for money and stuff, I mean, this is looking like dying to your procrastination, dying to the old ways, and quit being, I don't know, just always serving the master kind of thing. I don't know. This is a very weird representation of the Death card, but it's kind of like this guy's like crying and boo-hooing against, some kind of pharaoh, or, somebody that's way more powerful than him, obviously, has more royalty and has more of a place in society than obviously this guy on his knees. But we need to die and quit sulking about the past and quit procrastinating and not moving and trying things. And we're going to get the Sun. We got the King of Pentacles in this too. So for the Sun and the Death card to come out together, that's really strange. And you're not going to believe what came out for Saturday when we had the Tower. Well, we got the Nine of Cups, which generally means a wish fulfillment or something really good happening. Something really good. Even though Look what card came right on top of it, though. I do not know what to say about this, honestly. This is what I have to say. Something is ending, but it's going to bring in something really good. So I don't know, and it might not even be that hard to like. Tower moments can be good or bad kind of moments, I think, but it's just so crazy that the tower came right on top of the tower. But we've got wish fulfillment here, so I don't, that's that guy is happy as hell, and he's got like all those cups above his head, and he's just thrilled. He just looks so content and comfortable. But damn, I mean, like, what do we have to necessarily do? We gotta like quit our job, or we gotta like break up with somebody, or we have to just, I don't know, do things completely differently. I like the fact that this came with it though. So, and then Sunday, King of Swords, another air sign though. So air signs officially the most prominent in here. The sun sign and the death card, I can't remember what those signs relate to. What were the signs of them? Honestly, I can't remember. Death is Scorpio, and the tower is shit. I don't even know. Honestly, Capricorn. No, Capricorn is the devil card. I'll have to look into that. But we got the Justice card and the King of Swords. So, 3, 3, 5, and 11. I'm really hoping that this is justice turning in our favor and we're finally getting that power couple that we deserve, that we've been hearing about forever now. Whatever this is, soulmate connection, twin flame, business partner. Hopefully by Sunday, if we do the work and we try to make the right choices and I guess let the tower fall and the wish fulfillment come in. I mean, we got the King of Pentacles going on. We got the Sun card. I mean, you got the Nine of Cups, King of Pentacles, the Sun card, and the Emperor and the Empress. I mean, those are all really good cards. So whatever this tower moment is, hopefully it's not a big deal. And it's, I just see like the universe tipping the scales in our favor. Hopefully this justice coming in, because we really do need this new connection in life. But we also need somebody that's also going to like be able to understand us and totally get our level and know how to work with us. And this could be another air sign coming in. I mean, the King of Swords here is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius again. And, I don't know how many of you are like debating on going back to the Gemini or trying to reach out to the Gemini that you just left. But I know a lot of us have recently left the Gemini relationship. Maybe not everybody, but why do Pisces and Geminis get together so much? I don't know why. It's not a really great connection. But you know what I think it is? Geminis are the twins, right? It's like the Incredible Hulk and, Super Mr. Nice Guy, two different people. And the Pisces are two fish, one fish wanting to go one way and another fish wanting to go another way. We basically want to do one thing, don't want to do another thing, but we know what's good for us and what's not good for us. We know what feels good and what doesn't feel good. We know what's uncomfortable. We know what will be fun and what will be boring. We just are always torn because you know that there are going to be reactions, consequences to actions. So can't always do what you really want to do, but I know I'm constantly at battle with what I need to do and what I want to do. And if I did what I wanted to do all the time, well, I probably wouldn't be able to like do anything. I wouldn't even be able to function at all. So can't just go blow money left and right and buy whatever you want, eat whatever you want, and treat your body however you want and think that it's not. Eventually, yeah, you got to have the balance because otherwise everything's going to just fall right down. This guy's got his sword down and then the king's got his sword up. I just have a feeling that there's just going to be a balance into play here, coming into play on Sunday. And this could bring in this connection. And you're going to have like this new idea, new passion starting, but still kind of naive about it. And it's about time that the universe gives us back the good karma I think we all deserve. There's a lot of stuff that I feel like we've been through that has not been very fair. Now, there are a lot of things that are definitely justified in their fairness, but there's been a lot of things that were out of our control, and there was nothing that we really could do to make it better. And it's not like it's anything that we deserved or that we did to bring it upon us. It's just, but at the very bottom of the deck, which I just pulled it up, I wasn't even going to show you, but we do have the Devil card. And the Devil card. Something needs to end. We don't really want to get rid of our toxicity all the time. There's toxicity that we all have in our lives, whatever it may be. And, you know, we just talked about that. Could be a bad relationship, could be a bad job, could be a circumstance you hate, could be a drug, could be an alcohol, could be medication, could be the food you eat, could be overindulgence in anything. You know, sometimes I like to say that some overindulgences can be justified and sometimes used to help you get through a really tough situation. Sometimes it does make things slightly easier, but generally, just giving in to that just a little more, like just for a few moments more, it really seems to make things very difficult. Make things much more difficult. The thing is just, well, I like some of my dark aspects of myself, and sometimes I feel like they're needed to help me get through a moment and to maybe think about something even stronger. But I can tell you this, that I don't think any of our big breaks are going to come through until we totally release the major negative toxic things out of our life. The thing is, it's uncomfortable. It's not easy. Kind of hard to figure out who you are without the toxic things in your life. And it's not like they're toxic necessarily to us. They become toxic because they become unbalanced. And I don't know, there's been moments I felt like my toxic behavior saved me from not spiraling down into heavier depression. And so sometimes I think balance is okay. But at the same time, I think this is saying we have an overall energy the entire weekend of trying to do what we're trying to do. And we got this connection coming in, wish fulfillment, and yeah, this tower and stuff. I think that the devil energy is going to have a lot to do with what the hell is going to really happen. The decisions we make and, well, any of the toxic behavior that we allow. Okay? I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Oracle of the Seven Energies deck. I just want to show you my cards here. All my light went out. There's the decks over here. So, and I have the Archangel cards there. And then the Egyptian Tarot is just what I was clarifying with. So, anyway. Let's pull a couple cards from here and just see what they say. Pisces, Friday through Sunday this week. Give me a couple of cards for Pisces, Friday through Sunday of this week. Good. I don't know. Okay, first card, number 22. We got 22 and 33. Interesting. A little bit of synchronicity going on there, huh? Tender embrace. compassion, warm-hearted, care for self and others, sensitivity and empathy, benevolence, kindness. Put your hand on your heart and breathe deeply, inhaling a sense of gratitude. Now, how do you feel? Keep doing this, tuning into the world around you, others you know, and even those you don't know. Can you feel compassion for them? Compassion is an emotion of tenderness and sensitivity. It's a feeling of benevolence and reverence as you stand witness to the suffering of the world. Now's the time to reduce that pain and focus on compassion in all areas of your life. Today, do something deliberately kind for another. Even looking a stranger in the eye and smiling can make a world of difference. Questions to ask now are, where do I need to be kinder and gentler? How can I serve? And in what capacity can I be in alignment with the solution to the suffering of the world? Could it be that you need to be more compassionate towards yourself? If you spend all your time in service to others, it's easy to forget your own needs. When you accept yourself, you can bring more loving energy to others. Today, make a commitment to practice self-compassion. Release yourself from the burdens of perfectionism and allow yourself to grace to be human, and then do the same for others. It's not your job to tell others how to express themselves, even if you don't like the way the world behaves. Today, be kind for no reason at all and watch miracles arise. And then ears wide open, which is deep listening as a gift we give to others, understanding someone else's needs, showing focused attention, tuning into another, and letting go of the ego's need to be heard. The world's constantly speaking to us and offering clues about what is really going on beneath the surface of things. We all have the capacity to hear beyond the noise that reaches our ears. The challenge is when we feel misunderstood and unheard, when we feel insignificant. It's easy to over-explain ourselves in an attempt to get acknowledged. Now's is the time to let all that go. Offer your attention as the great gift it is. It's time to stop multitasking, checking your phone, thinking of what you're going to say next, and doing all the other things that keep you from connecting fully. Whenever we're in a state of chaos and distraction, paying attention to only some of what is being said, we lose the ability to pick up on everything, including that which is not being said. Deep listening is the way in which we immerse ourselves in the truth of the world. In this way, with ears wide open, we also open our hearts and minds to understand more than what is conveyed through words alone. Opportunities arise from the subtle cues we miss when we are not 100% present. Purposeful, open listening is an act of true respect and intimacy. When you're in the space of receptivity, letting go of the need to be heard or to be right, you become expansive and alert to meaningful potential. Right now, keep your ears wide open and you will find more than you were searching for. Maybe we should try to think a little bit more about how we're spending our time and like what we think about and what really matters to us and how much we're actually being a help to others. We all like to think that we're like very, very empathetic people and compassionate, but when it comes down to it, I mean, how much do we really go out of our way to really, if someone asks us or if it is made aware to us, then yeah, no problem. But to actually just come up with a thought of going out of our way to help somebody that didn't even ask for it, how many of us will sit around and be lazy and procrastinate and not really consider other people's feelings until, you know, somebody says something or whatever, or it's like really made known to us, because we don't really like sit there and think about the ideas of what other people are going through and how we can maybe try to help them for once. We're real quick to ask other people to listen to us, hear about our troubles and successes, you know. I'm drawing an Archangel card here. Just one, because they're kind of long descriptions. And I'll just go with that one. Well, I don't know how I feel about this one, but... So I got this deck quite a while ago, and it's one that I don't see anybody else have generally. So, you know, it takes a second. They're not really numbered, so it takes me a second sometimes to find them. But we got the Angel of Being, which I don't even know if I've ever had. I've had this deck for quite a while. So, you know, I think things are getting better, but we're still facing the shit that we, you know, we're trying to make this new transition to a new way of living and a new way of thinking and trying to do different careers and have different kinds of relationships and choose friends better and do creative art better and like believe in ourselves and make leaps of faith. And it's just, we're still kind of 1 foot in the past, 1 foot in the future. And there's just some things I don't know. Is it possible to still have the new setup if you completely don't let go of everything? I mean, how much do you really need to completely let go of? But when you let go of some stuff, it's just like, this doesn't feel right. But the angel of being is depicted as the universal symbol of the self, the mandala. The two chalices encompass both the spiritual and the earthly energy of humanity. The man and woman shown below represent wholeness and individuation, the eye at the top of the symbol of the heaven of paradise. So the angel of being blesses us for being mirrors of God's love. It helps transform reality into a vision for ourselves in which we feel loved and supported. It illuminates our awareness that we are a vital part of the creation. Because we exist as a part of the creation, not separate from it, we're entitled to love, respect, and prosperity. The angel of being encourages us to know ourselves and to understand that we are at core aspects of the source. This angel gives us assistance to create a simple and fulfilling way of life for ourselves. When we choose joy, love, and health, we move towards being co-creators of the universe. The angel of being affirms your vision and blesses it. It helps us to create our lives using the ability we have to draw the good and joyful to us. We may not see our lives as being particularly creative, yet every negative or positive thought we have draws our experience to us. The angel being is constantly working through our subconscious mind to help us make our reality serve our highest good and greatest joy. Angel of being teaches us about self-acceptance and self-love. It helps us to know our own goodness and the sweetness of our inner nature. Working together with it amounts to accepting ourselves as we are. It means opening our hearts to the vision of what we truly want ourselves to be. An angel in a physical body. We can pray to the angel of being to help us find the courage to enjoy being ourselves. We ask it to help us sort out the magnificence of the essential being from the superficial trappings of the material world. We need to know we are not the car we drive, not the house we live in, the clothes we wear, nor the partner we sleep with. Our worth is not dependent on any of these things. We are worthy simply because we exist. We're a unique expression of being existing beyond the ego identifications of money, job, sex, race, or age. True being is a oneness with the loving and creative spirit within us. May the angel of being help us unite with our true self. We have to really try to start really putting in an effort to try to be happier and quit sulking about some stuff or just, I don't necessarily like it when I don't have a lot of energy or I don't really feel like my brain is really working really well. I like it when I'm very talkative. I like it when I feel like being artistic and creating stuff. I like it when I feel like doing music on live streams, and I like it when I won't feel like doing stuff like this. Um, when I don't have energy, it's just everything I have to do to really make a living. It all requires communication generally. And so sometimes I get really frustrated when I feel like I can't be my full potential or I can't give my full potential. And trying to do that more now and also making much healthier decisions, which aren't always comfortable and easy to do, and trying to get your brain and body to reacclimate to being healthier and stuff, you know, it's just not always easy. You kind of feel uncomfortable for a little while. Or maybe being out of a relationship, you don't really know what to do with yourself. You're just kind of sulking about it or thinking about it. Or maybe you want to be in a relationship so bad and you just feel like you can't have any fun until you're in one. Or, I don't know. I'm going to draw some cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle, which you've seen plenty of readers that have used these decks before, right? The Wisdom of the Oracle deck's pretty popular. Just going to pull two from it, okay? Maybe I'll try to just upload a daily reading for tomorrow. Well, I had two flip out on me. I guess I should just take them both. All right, now these are a little bit longer descriptions. So our first card is the Fates. Number 17. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective by nature and by your past experiences may be tested, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. And if you're thinking about a relationship, here's a relationship message. So other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them and they are, and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view and how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. If you're thinking about money this weekend, your experiences concerning prosperity and abundance are beyond your personal control right now. You're being invited to accept what is unreservedly. This could be temporary situation seemingly thrust upon you by outside forces, but there's an underlying purpose you can't see that has been determined by the fates. It could be a situation you are unprepared for. You may not understand how it'll benefit you in the moment. Do not fight the situation. Write it out and see where it leads. Surrender to it. And the serenity you need to make good choices from here on out will be given to you. You will indeed flourish. As a protection message. Let's see what else it says, though. Basically, kind of going with the Tower on that, you know. I don't know. We need some good things. Good things to come in now. We need good things. But can't just, the cards kind of choose themselves. Can't really change that, Well, I didn't mean to read. This was the third card that came out, but since I pulled to it first, maybe I wanted to read it second. So, unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that the emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you're leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what passed so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. If you're thinking about a relationship, moving on, it's difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid and you haven't had the opportunity for closure to your relationship, and in your heart, you can still feel bound in the relationships when closure is denied. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write the letter, make the call, or have that conversation over the coffee for peace of mind. Accept matters as they are. Make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved and close the door on the past so you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. Prosperity, make sure you complete projects now before starting new ones. Perhaps you have created something special that will increase your sense of abundance and bring the opportunities for wealth. However, if you don't see it through, it won't add up to anything but more clutter. Now it's the time to put your nose to the grindstone and complete the tasks that have accumulated. Pay your bills, sign the documents, do your filing, hand in assignments, complete a work of art, tie up loose ends so that you can move forward with surety, knowing you're on the prosperous path and feeling refreshed and excited about the future. Go the distance. So see, hopefully this weekend we can put our freaking mind chatter aside and actually do, the things that we know we can do. Like when we actually put our effort into stuff, we can do some really great things, To have 100% of effort and the confidence and the boldness and everything, it just doesn't come very, regularly. But the more that you do it, the more I think it gets easier. The more that you'll get happier from like the more that I actually do and actually complete, even if I don't really feel that great or feel that up to it, the more that I do, the better I feel. So, endurance, strength, the long haul. To bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experiences, joy, and disappointment. Commingle with opportunities that there's no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. His relationship message. You either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean that there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen to your heart. Prosperity, though, your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is a time to think long term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches than you can imagine. Stoke the fire so that the uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all the phases of manifestation. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. I like the cheetah running there. It's like the cheetah's running to the finish line as he's also dissolving away. See that? It's just like we're getting to our goal, but we're also like, some of us is just kind of dissolving away a little bit, kind of not really sure how we're going to actually run across the finish line when our legs are actually all messed up. But we're getting there. I mean, it's right there, right there. I mean, like, we basically are going to make it once we land. Man. So I think this weekend, guys, let whatever fall apart that needs to fall apart. It sounds like good things are coming if we stay and try to at least be somewhat productive and move forward. We really got to let go of certain mindsets and just old ways of thinking. So I hope that that kind of made sense to you guys. I think this weekend it looks like shit. There could be some serious power couples being formed by Sunday. There could be some major money abundance coming in. There could be somebody coming in that makes a generous donation or offer or opportunity. There sounds like something is going to probably be ripped down, but it's going to be ripped down in order to fulfill a wish, possibly. So if we stay in the middle of all this, quit sulking about, you know, the shit we have and what we've lost and can't even see the good thing coming in, and just start working on our work and just know that that good thing's trying to come in. Like whatever you're wanting and that you're sulking about that you really like to have, if you just focus on you and try to take the focus off of just selfishly you, but try to like focus on how can I be the best me that will also be good for the people around me. You know, we have to learn to be okay with just sitting still sometimes in ourself and believing in our abilities and quit thinking that we need to have everything just perfect in order to really do anything, because you'll sit there in the stuck energy, make little strides, and we've all been getting promised about this wish fulfillment and this abundance coming in and really good things happening. We keep getting that message. I don't know, but have any of you gotten rich lately? I'd like to know. Anybody win any crazy amounts of money or get any awesome opportunities? You know, The universe keeps promising us that we're going to have what we want, but we really have a whole lot of healing to still do. And it's just like, okay, well, you're saying it's going to happen soon, but yet we still have quite a few hurdles of healing to get through, or just things we're trying to change. It's just not as easy as some of these readings make it sound. They make it sound like it'll be quickly coming in, but this is all a process. And I think deep down we all really know what is kind of holding us back. But also, with my emotional health, I think sometimes I feel like there is no really easy way forward to experience life in a full amount of joy all the time, or to feel really comfortable or confident in your own self, to be able to embrace your full capability and believe in all your gifts and just the things that make you you. And so it's like, if you move one way, it's going to bring consequences that will maybe help you pick up a little bit of steam for a minute, but then it kind of will just make it completely stuck for a long period of time. Or then you can go the other way, where it takes consistent, dedicated work to move forward, but you're really like not necessarily feeling yourself all the time, or you're not just like feeling like you're really doing a good enough job. So it's like, somehow there's got to be a balance in between the middle. How can you work with what makes you feel more creative and alive and more confident, but also something that's not going to put a major roadblock, in the near future? You got to have some kind of balance in there, and to try to bring your mind to a place of where you want to do dedicated, consistent work, and what it takes to believe in your abilities and stuff. It's just not so easy if you don't really have any kind of outside help or any kind of you know any kind of crutches that you rely on, or even people that you rely on. And when we let go of all the crutches, it's just not an easy adjustment, so, because I'm trying to get healthier and let go of my crutches, but sometimes I miss my crutches. And sometimes those crutches, if I ever do give in to them, then they seem to make a huge boost to my creative work for a moment, but then they can really make things stall for way, like twice as long. So, if that makes any sense, it's like the more you give in to the stuff, maybe you shouldn't, but it'll help you in the moment, kind of, it can easily take away double the time that it gives. So, I don't know what the answer is there. I really don't. The answer is, I think the more that we work a little bit on everything that we want to get ahead with, take the leaps of faith, do the consistent work, keep moving forward, get one subscriber count at a time. Anything just to move a tiny bit forward. The more that you go in that direction, the more you'll start feeling happier, and then the more you're going to have that will be able to add to your character, and the more you'll add to your day. So the more you'll have to talk about, the more interesting things will be, and the more you'll be able to have conversations with people and talk about a lot of things that you're doing. So I know the more that I'm doing, and the more projects that I complete, even if they're not amazingly awesome, I have the capability. I could edit a video very well and do green screen effects, and I can do every bit of, I can write music, and it takes to do an original project and to put 100% effort into a really good long project. It just takes a lot of time and patience, and just not really knowing exactly how it's going to go, but I plan on trying to actually make everything a lot more better quality, and make sure the lighting's good, and hopefully want to use green screen. And that way, imagine like a green screen and then a card being blown up on the whole right hand of the screen here. And then we could have a second camera angle where it's the tabletop, and it'll look like your cards are floating on the stars, and it'll be a cool idea. But my other channel, which is Passion Primed Philosophy, that's more of my own like personal vlog, and I'm pretty open about everything there. And but I also want to put like fictional, just short films that I write and come up with characters and do fun things. And it's going to be kind of a channel of just multiple different things. So I know the more that I see interactions, the more I see subscriber counts, the more that it actually moves even just a tiny bit forward, the more I'm motivated to continue doing more stuff. So there are videos on there that I am uncomfortable with being on there, but it's the truth of the past. And I really, some of the past I would love to just pretend like it never happened, but it's helped a lot of people, and I don't know, brought me a lot of people to connect with that are on the same page with certain stuff. But what I went through in the last 2 years with my health is it was just brutal. It was really, really difficult, and still something that I maintain to this day. And it's the one thing I'm talking about when I say unfair shit happening to Pisces. Like, this has been an unfair thing, something that I don't have any great answers for. And definitely, out of all the things that could have happened to me, out of all the things that could have happened, and what did happen was just a nightmare, and was I just wish almost anything else would have happened other than what did. So trying to move forward beyond that. But well, if you go to the channel, you'll understand. You'll see the videos. And but I would appreciate it if you try to look at everything from like moving forward onward, and like more recent videos and stuff. But I got stuff on there from 3 years ago, and was in a pretty good place until something kind of went down with my health, and damn, it floored me for a while. So especially when you're in the public eye, or you're making video content, with what was going on with me, it was really hard for me to have any kind of ability to do videos. If you want to go there, you'll understand why. But my videos are sometimes really long, sometimes they are shorter, but generally they're really long. So if you want to listen to me talk for a long time, my ideas and philosophy on life has definitely changed over the last few years. But generally, I still sign off on everything I think I was talking about. So anyway, you can go over there and check it out, and I'll try to keep uploading consistent videos for Pisces. And maybe we'll do, it depends on how much I feel like I can get done. Maybe we'll do other signs too. But as of right now, I want to keep this to only Pisces, or just cross watchers. But most likely somebody, if you watch this video, you probably have Pisces in your chart somewhere. If you want to know what your birth chart is for free, you can download the app called Astro Matrix. No, I'm not getting sponsored by them. I wish I was, but you could go on there. If you know the time of your birth and the location of your birth, then you can find out your entire astrological chart by watching like a 30-second commercial. And you got the sun sign and 9 planets. You got 10 chances of you having Pisces in your chart. So you can go in there and find out what your full chart is, and it will give you very detailed horoscopes too, for daily, weekly, and monthly. It's a really great app. It's probably one of my favorites. And like I said, you most likely have Pisces in your chart somewhere. So I mean, you probably do have Pisces in in your personality at some point, most likely. But maybe you were just drawn to the video. I don't know. Maybe you're just drawn to it, or maybe you know a Pisces. I don't know. I would like to know if any of you aren't Pisces, which you're more than welcome to watch the videos. But if you're not, or you have any affiliation with one, I'd like to know if they do resonate with you, or if you actually feel like the message is related to you too. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I will try to start uploading more consistent videos. And like I said, the question I asked earlier, what would you think if I edited the video, or just pause the recording, so that we can not only change the camera angles without me having to move it up and down, but where I can maybe reflect a little bit on the cards and already look up whatever I need to look up, and maybe have a better, clear response, than having to kind of jump around my words a little bit. So if I edited the video, we'd be able to make the video shorter and get the point across easier. And but obviously pull all the cards out and you'd see the whole layout, and I wouldn't change nothing. You probably wouldn't even notice if I even did pause the recording. So that's probably what I may try to do. But if I was doing like a private reading or something, generally I'd have my laptop and I use a couple of website sources that are very detailed for each card, and they have reverse details for them too. And I usually let the person choose if they want reversed cards in their reading, but I'm offering hour-long video call readings. There's multiple different platforms we can use for video calling or even through phone call. And I'm offering hour-long readings for $50. And we can go up to 2 hours. I'll go an additional hour over if we really need that clarification. What I'm saying is there's a whole additional hour that we have to give leeway that I'm not charging any extra for. If you just want to talk about the reading or you want to talk about whatever, right now I moved into a new place and it's really nice. Maybe I'll take some pictures or whatever. If you go to my other channel, that'll be where the video is of the place I moved in. So, it's great. It's great. It's just I definitely need to come up with some extra ideas. It'll save me more money than the hotel was in the long run, but in the beginning trying to get established and stuff. So if anybody ever wants a private reading, I'm all open right now. So I do have a part-time job, but I'm sure we can find time that'll work for you. So, all right. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.